I always try to get as many working hours as I can as a teenager in high school. Luckily, I was able to get hired at this little restaurant for the night shifts. I didn't believe in paranormal things, and working the night shift was slow, so it worked perfect with me. We have a drive through that opens during the day but closes at night, and usually the drive through closes by the time I get to work. Most nights are usually calm and quiet. However, this one particular night, a couple came into the restaurant and sat down at a table with some shady vibes while looking out the window and down at their feet. They were wearing a big sweater with a beanie and sweatpants. Kind gesture goes a long way, so I thought I would go up to them and ask if they would like to order anything. They both just ignored me. They were very shaky as if they had seen a ghost or something. Or could it be it's just cold? As it is winter season. I asked them what would they like to order. And the guy turned to me with no facial expression and said, "Sodas, please," and instantly turned away. As I was getting ready to walk back to the counter to get their cups, I looked outside and saw a purple car and said out loud, "Wow, you don't see a lot of purple cars." All of a sudden, her hand reaches behind my shoulder and grabbed me. I looked back and it was the guy in a complete state of shock. "You said purple?" I told him, "Yeah." He told me, "Whatever happens, do not let them inside this restaurant." He was speaking so fast, I didn't know what to think. I didn't know if he was pulling a prank on me or what he was trying to do. I looked at the woman and she looked terrified. He then whispered to me and said, "They have been following us for days." I found myself whispering back to them, "Why are they following you guys? For days?" He said he doesn't expect me to understand what's going on. He handed me a bag of powder and told me to mix it in whatever they ordered. I thought these people were trying to get me fired. I asked him again, "What kind of prank is this?" And if they were trying to get me fired? I have never seen a face so serious in my life before the man told me this was not a prank. He then said, "If there are two people in the car and they look exactly like us, then you will slip this powder in whatever they order." The driver was banging on the drive-thru window, and I thought, wait a minute. How did he get through the drive-thru? The barrier should be closed, unless they lift up the barrier themselves. The man looked at me and turned his face as he put the powder in my hand and nodded. I stood up and walked back to the drive-thru window and opened the window. To my surprise, they look exactly like each other. I was so freaked out, I could barely keep my tone when I asked them what would they like to order. The driver said, "2 sodas, please." I went back to the kitchen to make their soda and slipped the powder in their drink without them knowing. This didn't seem real to me. Either I was getting fired or I was getting haunted for the rest of my life. I gave them their drinks and they drove away. I went back to the couple by the table looking just like them as when they entered the restaurant. I think I know why they look like that now. The man looked at me, gave me a nod, and shortly left the restaurant in the other direction of where the car went. A lot of things were going through my mind at this point. Did I just get pranked? Maybe they were twins and siblings. I tried to make logic of what just happened. I instantly remembered that we have cameras around the property. I checked our drive-thru and to see if the barrier was blocked, and surely it was. I felt a chilling cold air down my spine. How did they manage to get through the drive-thru without moving that barrier? And as I was looking more at the footage, I didn't see them leave the drive-thru either. At this point, I remember why my friend said they would not work night shifts ever. I grabbed the keys and locked the doors. While I was doing this, it felt as if the restaurant just got colder. I turned on all the lights in the restaurants and stay in the office the whole night shift. I didn't even care if I was going to get fired the next day. And just to be sure that if I don't get fired, I wrote my letter of resignation as I wait for my shift to end.